Watch. Kourtney Kardashian. Innocent in every way, like apple pie and Chevrolet. Made for just $10 million, American Pie went on to gross over $235 million and become a billion-dollar franchise, continuing with 3 big-screen sequels and 4 straight-to-DVD movies. It was the sleeper hit of 1999 that no one saw coming, especially the studio, Universal, which sold off the foreign rights in an attempt to recoup its budget. Big mistake. Huge. Unlike its fellow 99 teen comedies, She's All That, 10 Things I Hate About You, etc., American Pie wasn't afraid to talk about sex, with the film focusing on 5 best friends' quest to lose their respective virginities before the end of high school. Warm apple pies do not count. Featuring a cast of mostly unknown actors, it launched the careers of Jason Biggs, Seann William Scott, Chris Klein and Tara Reid among others. Plus, it cemented Jennifer Coolidge's status as pop culture's ultimate movie MILF. The majority of the stars have returned for the direct sequels, American Pie 2, American Wedding and American Reunion, while trying to avoid being typecast for the iconic roles in the teen sex comedy. But some experienced personal hardships, including Russian doll star Natasha Lyonne, while others found second careers as musicians, professional poker players and live tweeters of The Bachelor. So what are the stars up to 10 years after the 4th and final, for now? Film American Reunion was released on April 6, 2012. Jason Biggs. Thanks to his breakout role as Jim Levenstein, Biggs will forever be tied to apple pies. The one used in that infamous scene was from Costco, in case you were wondering. Just 21 when the film came out, Biggs went on to land starring roles in films such as Loser and Saving Silverman, along with the 3 Pie sequels. He had a mini reunion of sorts with co-star Natasha Lyonne as he was a cast member on Orange is the New Black, appearing in 22 episodes of the hit Netflix series. Biggs also hosted E!'s game show Cash at Your Door last year. Biggs, 43, and actress-comedian Jenny Mollen married in 2008 after they met on the set of the movie My Best Friend's Girl, going on to welcome a son named Sid Biggs in February 2014 and another boy, Laszlo Biggs, in October 2017. In 2018, Biggs reunited with his on-screen dad Eugene Levy to introduce him to his 2 kids, writing on Instagram he had to bring in the big guns to make his second child laugh. No pies were harmed. Over the years, Biggs and Mollen became so well known for their Bachelor-related live tweets that she ended up co-hosting The Bachelor in Paradise after show with Chris Harrison in 2015, and the couple was asked to judge a group date during Hannah Brown's season of The Bachelorette. During an interview with Cinema Blend, Biggs reflected on the American Pie franchise's longevity, saying, "We'll be in X country and people will say, I am the Sitfler in my group, or I relate. I meet these adults who are like, that was my movie growing up, and you're like, the F.K.? How old am I?" Seann William Scott. The role of Stifler was Scott's movie debut and helped make him one of the film's breakout stars, going on to appear in Dude, Where's My Car?, Road Trip, Old School and The Dukes of Hazzard, along with 3 follow-up American Pie movies. Presumably for a larger paycheck, Scott revealing in an interview with BBC One that he was only paid $8,000 for the first film. He became so popular that he was even tapped to host the 2003 MTV Movie Awards with Justin Timberlake. In 2011, Scott's representative confirmed to E! News that the actor had voluntarily admitted himself into a treatment center to receive proactive treatment to address health and personal issues. The following year, Scott revealed he was engaged to former Victoria's Secret model Lindsay Fremont, but the couple split in 2013. Following a bit of a break from Hollywood, the 45-year-old made his comeback in 2018 when he was tapped to join Damon Wayans in Fox's Lethal Weapon after original star Clayne Crawford's controversial firing. Sean is a fantastic addition to this already amazing cast, Michael Thorne, Fox's president, said in a statement. Lethal Weapon is packed with action, drama and pure fun, and we can't wait to see Damon and Sean together on screen. 20 years later, Stifler is still Scott's defining role, and that's more than fine for the star. Those characters are so much fun. I'd rather be that guy than more of, like, the straight guy, he told the Wrap. So, maybe I typecasted myself. I don't really care. Chris Klein. American Pie was only Klein's second film, following Election, another 1999 hit, and his turn as Oz, the sensitive and singing jock, made him a heartthrob. So did his romance with Dawson's Creek star Katie Holmes, who he dated from 2000 until 2005. Following 2 DUI arrests, one in 2005 and one in 2010, Klein voluntarily checked himself into a 30-day treatment program. I realized I had to get it straight and realize what the F.K. was going on because the me that I knew was slipping away, the actor told the Daily Beast in 2012. At that point, F.K. acting, can I even get out of bed? I was a 31-year-old man with bills to pay, a dog to take care of, and my mother sick with worry. And I am in jail again. How did I get? Klein had quite the viral moment when his audition for 2008's Mamma Mia was leaked in 2010 and featured a pretty cringeworthy and off-key rendition of Lay All Your Love on Me, along with some awkward banter with the casting director. Alas, he lost out to Dominic Cooper. It's kind of amazing to wake up one morning and you see an audition that you did 2 years ago be on YouTube. You think, oh, wow. That was terrible. That was a really horrible thing, the 43-year-old told Popcorn's Peter Travers after the video went viral. But keep in mind, those things are never meant for the public to see. It should be an avenue for actors to go take chances and give their best and see what comes out. He got in on the joke when he released a parody video. Klein, who now stars on the hit Netflix series Sweet Magnolias, married Lena Rose Thifault at the Rainbow Ranch in Montana in 2015, 5 years after they met at a mutual friend's wedding. The couple welcomed their first child, a son named Frederick Easton, in 2016. They welcomed a baby girl 2 years later. Alyson Hannigan, arguably one of the most well-known members of the cast thanks to her hit TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Hannigan was initially offered the role of choir girl Heather, but turned it down when she read the screenplay and took a liking to Michelle, the surprisingly sexual band geek. Hannigan, 43, returned for the 3 follow-up films that focused primarily on Michelle and Jim's relationship. Fun fact, her iconic "Say My Name, Bitch" line was ad-libbed in the After American Pie. Hannigan, who was one of the oldest cast members at 24, went on to marry her Buffy co-star Alexis Denisof the same year the series ended in 2003. The couple have 2 daughters, Satiana, 13, and Kiva, 9. In 2005, Hannigan's next hit series, How I Met Your Mother, debuted and ran for over 200 episodes before coming to an end in 2014, with the star earning 2 People's Choice Awards for Favorite TV Comedy Actress during its run. Hannigan has hosted Penn. Eddie K. Thomas. Thomas became one of American Pie's breakout stars after his character Finch's scene stealing moments, including being forced to use the school bathroom in his illicit encounter with Stifler's mom, played by Jennifer Coolidge. And it turns out he had a strong friendship with Coolidge off-screen as well, as she revealed to Laced in 2012. After the first movie, Eddie moved into my house, in real life, and he was this young, very pale kid that now isn't pale. Their connection makes sense, given it's still the first thing people think of when they see Thomas, as he revealed during an interview with James Corden. People look at me, they point and they yell out, "Stifler's mom," he said. Especially the Brits. Thomas, 41, went on to star in Freddy Got Fingered and Harold, including Till Death and CBS Scorpion alongside Catherine McPhee. His most recent credits include guest appearances on Prodigal Son-in-Law. Thomas Ian Nicholas. Known for his turn in Rookie of the Year, he was the Rookie, and a kid in King Arthur's Court. Nicholas made the jump to more adult fare as the Virgin with a Girlfriend, Kevin in the 1999 teen sex comedy. I didn't really get a lot of flack in regard to that. Plus they kind of advertised it as an unknown cast. Nicholas told ReviewSTL.com of viewers not connecting him to his child star work. So it took about 7 years before the first person put 2 and 2 together, that I was the same guy. And now, I still have people that don't realize it. In addition to the 3 sequels, Nicholas also starred in The Rules of Attraction, Halloween, Resurrection and appeared on Party of 5 before playing Walt Disney in 2015's Walt before Mickey. He last starred opposite Mickey Rourke in the 2021 film Adverse. Nicholas married DJ Khaled in 2007, and in 2011 the couple welcomed their first child, a son named Nolan, with the actor telling E! News, "The first thing that Nolan did when he entered the world was grab one of the doctor's tools out of his hands. We might just have a future doctor in our midst." The pair's second child, a daughter named Zoe, was born in 2016. Nicholas has performed and toured with his band, the Thomas Nicholas Band, since 2008, and often plays shows when he makes appearances at various comic cons around the country. Because of Rookie of the Year's cult status, the 41-year-old actually throws out the first pitch once a year for the Chicago Cubs, along with singing during the 7th-inning stretch. Tara Reid. Reid became a Hollywood it girl in the early 2000s after playing Vicky, Kevin's high school sweetheart. She went on to star in Josie and the Pussycats, Van Wilder and My Boss Daughter. Reid had several high-profile romances, including an engagement to then TRL host Carson Daly in 2001. But as she became a tabloid target, Reid shifted her focus to reality TV, competing on Celebrity Big Brother UK in 2011 and joining Marriage Bootcamp Reality Stars in 2016 with then-boyfriend Dean May. But the couple was kicked off when it was revealed they lied to get on the show. In 2004, Reid made headlines for her appearance following a breast augmentation. "My stomach became the most ripply, bulgy thing," she later told CBS News. "I had a hernia, this huge bump next to my belly button. As a result, I couldn't wear a bikini. I lost a lot of work." She went on to have the procedure reversed in 2006, but has continued to draw attention for her body over the years, including her thin frame. "Bullying is such a big deal these days, and it's something I very much personalized with," Reid told E! News in 2017, addressing the body shaming she experienced. "In my life, I've had a lot of bullying and I know what that feels like and how much it hurt." Reid found surprise success when she starred in 2013's Sharknado, which kicked off Sci-Fi's successful, 6-part TV movie franchise. But after she was removed from a 2018 flight before takeoff for causing what Delta labeled a disturbance, the 46-year-old made the choice to put her acting career on hold. "When I took a break, it was because I needed to for myself," Reid explained to E! News last year. "I needed to get re-inspired in a certain way. I traveled a lot and worked in myself a lot to get more confidence in myself where, sometimes, when you've been kind of bullied and put down, it's like you get a bruise and you have to heal that bruise." And now, Reid is taking back control of her career, with a quick scroll through her IMDb credits proof she has 16 projects in the works as both an actress and producer, including the psychological thriller Mosh's Mushrooms, Dogman, featuring DMX's final on-screen role, an adult LGBTQ animated series, Maki and Miguel, a rom-com starring Rebel Wilson, Mina Suvari. Suvari had quite the 1-2 punch in the late 90s, earning hits on the comedy and dramatic side of things, thanks to American Pie, in which she played choir girl Heather, and American Beauty, which won Best Picture at the Oscars in 1999. Suvari went on to star opposite Biggs in Loser, as well as the cult cheerleader comedy Sugar. Appeared in a string of independent movies throughout the aughts, and joined the cast of HBO's 6 Feet Under in 2003. She also reprised the role of Heather in 2 of the 3 American Pie sequels. Aside from memorable appearances in the American Horror Story franchise as Elizabeth Shortham aka the Black Dahlia, and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards' short-lived series American Woman, Suvari also played the late Nicole Brown Simpson in The Murder of Nicole Brown Simpson. She will next appear as Oscar winner Jane Wyman opposite Dennis Quaid's Ronald Reagan in this year's biopic about the late president. In October 2018, it was confirmed that Suvari had secretly tied the knot with Michael Hope, her boyfriend of 2 years. The couple met on the set of a Hallmark movie, I'll Be Home for Christmas, where Hope worked in the art department. It marks her third marriage, following previous unions to cinematographer Robert Brinkman from 2000 to 2005 and then concert promoter Simone Sestito from 2010 to 2012. In April 2021, Suvari, 43, gave birth to her first child, a son. Named Christopher. Natasha Lyonne. Somewhat of an indie darling, American Pie was Lyonne's first major blockbuster, thrusting her into the spotlight. But after the release, Lyonne was arrested for DUI in 2001, beginning a string of headline-making behavior, including a 2004 charge for criminal mischief. Harassment on trespassing for storming into a neighboring unit and threatening to molest the neighbor's dog. In 2005, she ended up in intensive care suffering from hepatitis C and a collapsed lung. She spent most of that summer hospitalized, with her health issues and sobriety taking priority over Hollywood. Listen, I did not think I was coming back, Lyonne told Entertainment Weekly in 2012. So I didn't really care. When you go as deep into the belly of the beast as I went, there's a whole other world going on and something like show business becomes the dumbest thing on planet Earth. But Lyonne made her comeback in a major way, playing a locked-up drug dealer in Netflix's hit Orange is the New Black. What was great was how little research I had to do for the role, she cracked out. Who'd have thought all those arrests would have been so terrific for my career? And she was just getting started, as Lyonne earned rave reviews for her Netflix series Russian Doll, which she co-created, along with Amy Poehler, and starred in. The hit show, which returns for its second season on April 20th, was so personal the 43-year-old actress told Elle, adding, "My family's story, my years through the ringer of being at death's door in addiction, and the experience of being a weirdo and an outsider in New York and in this business. To wrestle-ways the fear when you're digging that deep and exposing that much about yourself." Lyonne dated Saturday Night Live star Fred Armisen for 6 years before the pair split in 2021. In a recent New Yorker profile, she revealed she has a lovely new man in her life, whom she preferred not to name. Shannon Elizabeth. Every teen movie has its unattainable dream girl, and Elizabeth's Czech exchange student Nadia was American Pie's, with the movie turning her into one of the most drooled over women in Hollywood. Elizabeth went on return for 2 of the follow-up American Pie movies and also starred in Scary Movie, Love Actually and J.N. Silent Bob Strike Back before beginning her second career as a professional poker player in 2006. The end of her 3-year marriage to actor Joseph D. Reitman in 2005, Elizabeth dated her Dancing with the Stars partner Derek Hough and was rumored to be dating Russell Simmons in 2014. In addition to her poker career, the 48-year-old is an animal activist who started her own foundation to help fight the poaching crisis in South Africa, where she moved in 2016, and all over the world. She competed on the inaugural season of CBS Celebrity Big Brother, coming in 9th place. Eugene Levy. One of the sole adults in the film, Levy did the most with his limited screen time, stealing every scene he was in as Jim's dad. But Levy almost turned down the role, once offered to Bill Murray, admitting he found the script too vulgar. "When I first read the script, it scared me. I said, no, I can't do this movie," he explained. "My manager, at the time, said, well, you should go and take a meeting. And I said, why? It's just too out there for me. This is a kids movie. Why would I want to be in a movie I wouldn't go see?" After meeting with the directors, he realized they were handling the subject matter in a smart, adult way and signed on. He was also encouraged to improvise, something the Second City sketch comedy alum was more than happy to do. All the scenes in American Pie came out of an improvisation, the 75-year-old told Huffington Post. "I wanted the character to be a real dad. Like a real, corny dad who cares about their children. I wanted to be the kind of parent that the kids didn't want to hang with. The original version was a little creepy, so I made him more square." One of the only original stars to appear in all of the franchise's films, including the 4 straight-to-DVD movies, the esteemed character actor went on to star alongside his son Dan Levy on their hit TV series Schitt's Creek. The father-daughter duo swept the 2020 Emmys with their creation, with Levy collecting trophies for Outstanding Comedy Series and Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series. Jennifer Coolidge. Coolidge had quite the run in the late 90s and early aughts, thanks to the American Pie films and her turn as Reese Witherspoon's sidekick in Legally Blonde. While she had supporting roles in both, she made quite the impact, though it failed to land her the role of Lynette on Desperate Housewives, as she narrowly lost out to Felicity Huffman. Aside from working opposite Hilary Duff in A Cinderella Story, Coolidge also starred on NBC's short-lived Friends spin-off Joey and appeared on According to Jim, Sex and the City and Frasier. After landing a prominent role on Secret Life of the American Teenager, Coolidge joined CBS hit sitcom Two Broke Girls until its cancellation in 2017 and played Brittany's mom on Glee. Plus, she reprised her Legally Blonde role for Ariana Grande's Thank You Next music video and is set to bend and snap for Legally Blonde 3, which is slated to hit theaters later this year. In 2021, Coolidge starred in the HBO hit series The White Lotus, earning a Golden Globe nomination and a Critics' Choice Award and her scene-stealing supporting performance. She is the only cast member who will return for the second season. Playing the Og movie MILF has had its perks for Coolidge, who admitted to using her time as Stifler's mom to her advantage in an interview with MTV. Some restaurants, you know, they can't take you, and then you show up, and they're like, "Oh, we can take you," the 60-year-old said. "I went to buy tickets to a concert, and they told me all the good seats were gone, and then he was a fan of American Pie and I ended up with these amazing seats. So there are some benefits to this job." This story was originally published on Tuesday, July 9, 2019 at 9 a.m. Pacific Time.